Hi, my name is Aleta St. James, and we are in my healing studio in Hell's Kitchen, New York City. Woohoo! And we are going strong. Everybody is working so hard in doing these 21 days quick shift elixirs that I am so proud of all of you. And I can feel the energy coming back, and it just energizes me to keep going. Because you can feel like you're in a vacuum talking to the camera and the lights, but oh no, there are people out there and they're responding, and I am so thrilled. The thing that I want to talk about today is, are you noticing that week 3 of this shutdown, of this isolation, that you're letting go of things that you thought were tremendously important, and now they just don't seem that way? I mean, I've been dealing with my clients that we were really hard going into that business deal and getting married and transforming this and having babies and everything else like that. And things seem to have slowed down to just the bare minimums. I mean, I never thought that I wouldn't have a manicure, but everything's closed, so I have to go out and get hard as nails and, make up for it. That's just what we do. And the same thing with food, and the same thing with all the different things that we use as stimulation. That's kind of like all pared down. That's good. So I want you to look at, during these 3 weeks, or some people it's 4, what have I changed in my life? What are the things that are more important to me than ever before that weren't before this thing happened? Certain friendships, connections, having deeper conversations with people, maybe being inspired, whereas before you were really working, cranking it out, going, especially if you're in Manhattan, New York City. People come to New York not to relax. They come to work. It's about working. It's about doing. It's about achieving. It's about manifesting. And now, the most important thing that we can manifest is calmness, serenity in the wake of all this stuff that's happening. On Sunday, I was talking about the 3 levels that we need to create a dream team of support, which is we need to be our own support first. And the second thing is that we need to have support and be the support for our friends and our family and our community. And the third thing is the global support, where we need to support with our love and our healing power and our ability to visualize the end of this pandemic. And for people, doctors, caretakers, first responders, volunteers, to have the equipment that they really need so that they're protected. I saw a documentary about Italy and how everything was closed down, but their doctors and their nurses were to the nines dressed. They had gowns, they had masks, they had gloves. They were washing their hands like 20 times. We don't have that here. So what do? Do we sit here being powerless? No. We join a global meditation and we start to envision the change of this, because in order to create changes, you not only need to know that there's a problem, you have to visualize, you have to shift up to your vibrational rate and see that it is healed, that we have everything that we need as if it's already happened. When you pray as if it's already happened. You pray with gratitude. Thank you, God, or the universe, or the God of your understanding, Jesus, guardian angels, beings of light, whatever you use. Thank you for bringing the equipment here into New York, into LA, into the places that really need it. I was saying on Sunday, it's so amazing that other states are donating material to us. We need it. And then when we don't need it, ventilators, we will give it back to them when they might need it so that we can get through this. That's like lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long. before I'm going to need somebody to lean on. So this whole thing is lifting us up to understand that we are all one, and that what hurts us is also going to hurt somebody else, and vice versa. And we are definitely equalized now. I mean, the Prime Minister of England has the situation going on. It's not exclusive here. It just hits. So it's important that every single day we move to understand what higher purpose is this serving in terms of our planet, in terms of how we relate to each other, in terms of what our priorities are, and how have I changed because of this pandemic challenge? How have I grown through this pandemic challenge? And when this is over, I can't think, oh, that's it, it's never going to happen again. I have to think long term. I have to think, when this is over, how am I going to relate to the world? So if this happens again, which it can, there can be other things that go on in this world that shut us down. Biological warfare, who knows? But we would have learned how to survive on a higher level, interacting off the internet, learning how to network, learning how to get groups of people together in such a way that it has totally changed our life for the better. That's what I want you to focus on. There is loss, and that is a killer. There are people that get the virus, they're taken out. Young, old, whatever, babies. But for those of us who are still remain here, that winds up with the antibodies, that winds up not being taken out and transitioning to the next level, the next plane, we are here to still evolve. And it's important that you move and you lock into what is the answer here for me. So take some minutes now. I want to use royal purple energy because that's higher will and it deals with abundance. Surrounded by gold because that's transformation. So I want you to just imagine that there is a royal purple globe with gold around it, and that the rays of that sun, surrounded by the gold orb of light, is coming in through the top of your head, and that's going through every cell, vibrating in your body. And make space for it by breathing it in. So breathe it in and release. I just feel that you're expanding. Instead of contracting with the fear and the sadness of everything that's going on, breathe it in and expand, because when you expand, you hold the light for something miraculous to happen. Miracles do not happen when you're contracted and crunched. Miracles happen when you open up to the divine love from a higher level, the fifth and sixth dimensions. It doesn't happen in the third. It's dense down here. It doesn't happen in the fourth. That's your psychic stuff. It happens in higher, unconditional love dimensions, which I talked about in my talk on Sunday. Dial it in and take a look at it if you haven't. It's archived on Facebook. Okay. Breathing that in. And then ask yourself the question that I asked you when I began this talk. How have you changed? How has this made a major difference in how you see yourself in relation to the world, in relation to what your purpose is here? If you come from purpose, that gives you energy. If you come from belief in your purpose, that is amazing. That's Pluto energy. That like changes. It's an atomic bomb inside of yourself. What is my purpose, and how much do I believe in myself? And how do I see myself grow? Wow. To have that kind of insight coming from this whole situation is miraculous. So I want you to really think about that. So close your eyes right now, and I'm going to use the healing power of the drum, and I want you to get in touch with that miracle of this situation right now for you and how far you have come. I have done amazing remote sessions with people that are transforming higher than they have when they were with me, coming personally into this healing space. The remote sessions are winding up being, even in many cases, as powerful or more powerful for people because they're on acceleration right now. They have a mission. They want to really transform and get to their next level. Okay, so here we go. Close your eyes and breathe. Feel the light. Feel the energy transmission. Connect to the wonderment and magnificence of who you are and how you're growing and changing through these challenging times. Affirm, I am, which connects your higher spiritual self to its physical creation, you, in your mental, physical, and emotional bodies. Make space for your spiritual energy to come in so you can feel, truly feel what it's like to be a spiritual being having a physical experience. And in honor, always, of my teacher and mentor, Connie Newton, I am the light. The light is within me. The light moves throughout me. The light surrounds me. The light protects me. I am the light. Feel that expansion inside of yourself. And ask for more insights, more changes as we go deeper into this quarantine over the next 2 weeks. Ask and it shall be given. My love and blessings to you on your journey on this 20th day of our 21 days of quick shift elixirs. And be healthy and well and happy. Aleta St. James.